Bend your knees and hold your elbows or your ankles. Just try to fold and let this be more about the length in your spine rather than the straightness of your legs. Letting the head and shoulders be super heavy. You can feel the shoulders creep right up towards your ears. And then walk the hands about a foot in front of you, just light fingertips. Turn the knees and the feet out, and we'll find a low squat position. So knees open wide and lift your chest. And if your hips only get down to about knee height, that's fine. That might be harder, but just hang out there for a breath. Or if you sit on something like a block, that's cool. Good, couple breaths. And we're trying to use the strength of our legs to come up. So the knees open, kind of spread them a bit wider, and then reach your arms forward. Exhale, strong belly. Press into your heels and use the inhale to stand up. Ooh, nice work. And of course, if that bothers your knees, don't do it. Good. And then breathe in, reach both arms out to the sides and over the head. And think about just letting your hips go forward. Lifting your chin up, and then exhale, arms wide as you dive forward over the legs. Inhale, lift your chest, hands to your shins, flat in the back. Exhale, fold forward and let the head go. Heavy heels, inhale, rise up and look at your thumbs. Exhale, arms down by your sides. We'll just repeat that a few times. Breathe in, reach up, look thumbs. Diving forward, bend the knees, let the head go. Inhale, hands to shins, look up. Exhale, fold. Heavy heels, inhale, reach. Lean back a bit, lift long through the torso, and exhale, arms down. And then one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive to fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Heavy heels, reach out wide and look up. Exhale, arms down. And last one. Oh, we'll do bonus. Reach up, look thumbs. Exhale, dive, folding forward. Hands to shins, look up. Exhale, fold. Heavy heels, inhale, reach and look up. Exhale, arms down. Good. Step just your right foot back. Your heels are on two separate lines, so look train tracks, so you're not too close together. And either hold your elbows behind your back or interlace your fingers and bend your front knee slightly. So pull the shoulders back and broaden the collarbones. Breathe in. On the exhale, straighten your front leg, bow forward and lift your arms away from the back if you can. Use the inhale to bend the front knee and lift the chest. Strong back leg. Exhale, straighten your front leg and bow. So if a little bit of movement helps you kind of settle into the pose, continue bending your front knee, lifting the chest on the inhale and exhale, folding. But if you like the fold, you can stay there. We'll just take 5 more breaths, either in movement or pausing, whatever feels the best for you. Last 2 breaths. And inhale to stand up. Step forward and switch your feet. So we'll try about 3 in movement and then option to stay or keep moving. Inhale to lift the chest, bending your front knee. Exhale, pull that front hip back, straightening the leg, bow forward. Inhale, sliding into that bent knee, lift the chest, strong back leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold and pause. 5 breathing, or continue to move if it feels better. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Heavy back heel, inhale, rise, and step forward. Move hips side to side. Take a couple breaths. Good. And then breathe in, reach both arms up high. And we'll side bend. So keep both heels planted. Take your left fingers around your right wrist. Next step. And side bend towards the left. Try lifting your left heel and turning the knee open. Seeing if you can get a little bit more engagement through the glutes. And breathe in, stand tall. Switch sides. So switch the hands. Lean into the left foot. Lift your right heel and side bend, turning the knee open. And if you curl in a bit, so pull a ribs back, you might feel it along that left side of the back as well. Maybe. And then breathe in, stand. Release the arms. If you want to turn to the side of your mat, just so you're still in the stickiness, take your feet nice and wide. And turn your right toes to face the back of the mat. Or just turn the right toes to whatever side you're on. Good. And then take your right hand to your calf. You're gonna let the hips come forward, open the chest, and look up towards the ceiling. Or you could keep the top hand on your hip and use the hand to help you pivot or turn the torso slightly. It's called triangle pose. If you're quite flexible, you can catch your big toe with your finger. Try to keep length through both sides of the body. And when you wiggle, you smile. And when you fall, you laugh. No self-sabotage. And then bend your front knee, inhale to come up. Switch your feet around. Same thing, second side. So left toes facing that short edge of the mat. Left hand to the calf, kind of pushing into the leg. And look up towards the right hand, long torso. Notice the inward spin of the back hip, and the outward spin of the left hip. Last 2 breaths. And then look down. Inhale to rise up. And this one's hard, so just prepare yourself and know that you have the strength to do it. So we're gonna balance, but in the same shape. So right toes turn back again. And you can shorten your stance a bit, so you're only about 2 feet or so between your heels. You're gonna reach the right arm out to the side, really strong. So you're lengthening and strengthening. Lean into your right foot. Keep your chest open and see if you can lift your back foot off the floor. And hold. Strong standing leg. Active through the lifted foot. For 1, 2, 3. Good job, Scarlett. 4. And 5. Land your back foot. Open wide to the side. And we'll switch sides. Same thing, other side. This is called half moon. So again, really strong and straight through the left arm. You can bend your left foot, left knee. Lean into it and start to get lighter off the right foot. point the foot, strong right leg, and then pick the leg up and hold. Strong standing leg. Gaze is steady on one spot. You can always hold on to something if you need to. Last couple breaths. And then exhale, land the back foot, open wide. Woo! That was acrobatic. Good. Open the chest. And then exhale, bend your knees to touch the floor and just fold over the legs. You can keep your chin up or bend your elbows a bit and let your head go. And there's a couple options with this one. You can keep the weight kind of in your hands and your heels. You might even walk your hands a bit forward and really press back through your butt. So there's more weight in your heels than anything. The other option is to lean into your toes a bit and try to walk your hands between your feet. And then maybe fold deeper. Maybe the head comes to the floor. And notice the word maybe. That's it. Try to release the neck a bit. Lucinda, yeah, that's it. And then bend your elbows to pull yourself down. Yes, yes, that's it. Beautiful. That's it. Nice. Your top bun is hitting the floor, so that's good. And then breathe in, look up, straighten your arms if they're bent. Exhale, catch your waist, bend your knees, and stand up tall. Walk your feet together, or about hip distance. Good. And then breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, sit down onto your butt, however you can get there. So legs out long, spread the toes, plant the hands slightly behind you. Broaden the collarbone, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale, strong through the core. Just try to stay really still for 5 breaths. Looking at one thing in front of you. Maybe the toes. Strong and active leg. 2, sitting nice and tall through the torso. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale to hug the right knee in and open it out to the side. Now, if the bent knee bothers you, straighten the leg. And then take your right hand to catch the outside of your left foot. Breathe in and lift the chest. See if you can fold forward, maybe even bending that left knee. Catch the toes and release the head. Let the thighs support the abdomen. If you're quite flexible, of course, you can straighten your leg, keeping the support by the abdomen. Inhale to sit up. Exhale, lean back and switch your legs. Left knee out to the side or leg straight. And then breathe in, sitting tall. Left hand outside the right shin. Bend forward. So you're in a little twist here. And then hinge forward and then straighten out, catching the foot. Release the head. Breathe in, chin lifts. Exhale, both legs straight in front of you. Sit up tall. You can bend your knees if you need to. And then breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold and catch the feet. Let the head go. Think about pressing your feet right into your hands as you gently pull back on the feet. Inhale, sit up. Drag your heels in close and open the knees wide to the sides for Konasana or butterfly. Holding onto the tops of the feet, knees open wide, and then hinge forward. Press your elbows into the space or the crease between your thigh and calf. Don't worry about how far forward you fold. Just feel the benefit and the stretch between the legs. Letting the breath do the work, breathing deep into the pelvis. Breathing in, sit up tall, legs straighten once again. And have the right knee in, plant the foot near the right hip, but there's some space between both of your legs. And then right arm inside the right leg and lean into your left hand. So the left hand kind of goes back behind you, a bit of a twist. Try an inward spin of the right shoulder, so the palm and the forearm become parallel to the floor. And press the leg into your arm into your leg at the same time. Sitting up, breathe in. Wrap left arm around the right shin or left elbow outside the right leg. Leaning into the right hand for support. Look over the shoulder. And again, left arm can become parallel to the floor. Getting a bit of an inward spin. Shoulder, pressing the knee or leg into the arm into the leg. Try tucking your chin towards your right armpit. And see if you feel more of a stretch, top of the shoulder. Still beneficial if you're holding the shin. And then inhaling, look center. Right foot will cross the left. Good. And if you're flexible, your left foot can come back towards your right hip. If that's not comfortable, your left leg stays straight. And if crossing the right foot doesn't feel good, you just keep it in a squat in line with the right hip. Good. And I will hold on to that leg and try to lift your chest up so you're sitting super tall. Shoulders down and back. Proud to be here. And then on the exhale, round the back, so behind the butt bones, pull the tummy in, reach the arms out, and try to switch your legs. So the right leg goes straight, your left foot comes into a squat. And notice how I was back to do the switching, And then I lean forward into my feet. Yeah, forward-ish. Lean forward-ish. Good. And then left upper arm inside the leg. Lean back with your right hand. Maybe left hand goes parallel to the floor. Try to tilt the head either way in this shape and just see if you feel the stretch in your neck. Maybe into the top of the shoulder. Breathe in to sit tall and wrap the arm around the leg or right elbow side the knee, leaning into the left hand. Dropping right hand parallel to the floor again. Last inhale. Exhale completely. Option to stay in the squatting left foot or cross the left foot over the right thigh. Maybe tuck the right foot back towards your left hip. And then hold on to that knee and lift your chest up, shoulders down. Breathe deep. And then hands-free mode once again. Lean back, hollow the tummy, and uncross the legs, and let them go wide out to the sides. Nice and wide legs in a V shape. You can bend your knees if you need to, and hinge forward, catching the tops of the feet. Just let the chest kind of slip towards the floor, lessening that space between your knee and your belly. If you're flexible, you can walk your hips back, hold deeper. Maybe, maybe not. Rolling up to seated, legs together. Reach the arms forward, squeeze the legs, engage the glutes, and roll down onto your back. Arms can move out to the sides once you let that. And walk your feet about mat distance apart. Breathe in to let your knees fall to the right and look right. Exhale to center. Inhale, knees left, look left. Exhale, center. Knees rocking side to side. Knees come to center. Walk your feet a little closer to your bum. Hands rest flat on the floor beside you. And breathe in to lift your low back away from the floor. Let the arms reach overhead. And the exhale, press the low back into the floor, hands by your sides. Inhale, low back lifts as you reach back. Exhale, press your low back into the floor, hands by your sides. Just try a few more of those. Breathe in to reach back. Breathe out, hands by your sides. Inhale, lifting and arching the back, reach back. Exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Good. And then hands, elbows, and shoulders press into the mat beside you. Press into your feet, grip the mat with your toes, and lift your bum up. The bridge pose for 1, 2. Think about the stabilization in the pelvis, the glutes, and the legs, rather than how high you get the bum up. Think about being super strong and stable, pressing into the floor to help you stay strong. And breathe. Inhale to lift your hips up higher. Exhale to bring your bum down. Last couple. Breathe in, press into your feet, lift your seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale down. Good. And then use the in-breath to hug the knees in towards the chest. And gently let the knees sway left to right, right to left. Breathing into the belly. Take your time to cross right ankle over your left knee. Maybe keep the left foot down and gently press the right knee open a bit more. Or hug the left knee in to stretch a bit deeper. Let the eyes close and separate top teeth from bottom teeth to relax your jaw here. Maybe noticing the sweet pain in your outer right hip. Try to breathe into that space. And on the exhale, let go of the tension. Softening, surrendering to the posture. Letting go of this healthy pain that helps rid the body of unhealthy pain. Take your time to switch your legs around and hug that right knee in if you like to deepen the stretch of the left hip, only if it feels good for you. Slowly release the feet to the floor. Arms out and find windshield wipers again. Knees falling left, right side of the room. Feels good to just stay on one side for a few breaths. That's fine. Feel free to do so. And when you're ready, we'll hug the right knee in, hold the back of the leg, and use the in-breath to straighten your right leg, and then point the foot. And maybe walk the hands up the thigh or the calf towards the ankle. And keep that foot really active. You can also use a strap here if you have one around the ball of the foot, and just press the ball of the foot into the strap. Try to keep your hips down. Hands work fine. And then keep the leg lifted, release the strap, maybe the hands rest on the floor, And on the exhale, lower your right leg to hover about a foot. You feel the strength in the abdomen. Use the exhale to bring the leg back up. Inhale to lower, strong core. Exhale, squeeze the leg back to center. Last one, inhale, lower. Exhale, bring it back in. Lower the foot. Inhale to straighten the left leg, holding the back of the leg. Anywhere along it that feels accessible. Point the foot. Strong and active. Breathing deep. Try to keep it straight as you lower the hands to the floor. Inhale to hover the leg about a foot off the floor. Exhale, strong core, squeeze it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze it up. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze it up. And place that foot down. And then draw both knees in towards you. Just gently lift your bum off the floor, hugging the knees in. And then let it drop towards the floor, not letting the knees fall out of the range of motion of the arms. And then hands press into the floor beside your bum or maybe even slightly under it. And lifting the navel inward and upward towards the throat. Straighten both legs as high as you can. Now, if you had a yoga block, you could also lift your hips, slide the block under your sacrum, and then lift the legs from there. But from the floor is fine. It's a supported shoulder stand. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible, as still as possible, and hold for 8 breaths. Looking lovingly at your toes, or even really go inward and close your eyes. Feel the breath for 1, 2. Stay steady, mind and body for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If your hands are under your bum, you're going to release your hands from your seat and take happy baby. If you're on the blocks, press down, lift up, remove the block, lower the bum, and then draw the knees in towards your armpits. Lift your feet up for happy baby. Just hold the outsides of the feet or the big toes, maybe the ankles. And take 8 breaths. Try to stay super still, letting the breath do the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Feet come onto the floor nice and slow. And let your legs stretch out long. And then we'll tuck the chin and prop up onto the elbows. Squeeze the legs together and try to lift the back. Press into your elbows, just kind of like you're sunbathing. You could either look at your feet or let your head go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The head was back, tuck the chin first, let the elbows go wide, and lie down onto your back. Slowly take your time to bend your knees, and we'll roll all the way onto the right side. Stacking your hands, resting your head on the floor, a pillow or block. And then breathe in to reach the left arm back behind you, moving into a sideline twist. Maybe draw the knees a little closer to you, or hold that left thigh with your right hand. Breathing deeply. We're here for another 60 seconds. Try breathing in for a count of 5 through the nose, and breathing out for a count of 5 through the nose. Let this pattern be cyclic and continuous for the full 60 seconds. Take your time to slowly bring your knees back to center and roll all the way onto your left side, stacking legs and arms, resting on left side body. Breathe in to reach the right arm back, maybe pulling those knees in a bit closer to the belly, maybe holding on with the hand. Finding that continuous rhythm of the breath, even length of inhale and exhale. Last 60 seconds. Breathing in for a 5 count. Breathing out for a 5 count. Taking your time, slowly come back onto your back and take any final movements, postures, or stretches your body may be asking you for before stretching out legs and arms long and wide, releasing head and neck, shoulders tucked down and back. And invite stillness in the body, absorbing the practice.